Hey, this is Wileen Benson, and you are on the Daily Gratitude Call, where we start every day in gratitude. Gratitude is the highest energy state that we can be in. It creates a frequency of positive vibration that attracts positive experiences into our lives. Hey everybody, this is Wileen Benson. This is our Daily Gratitude Call. Thank you for joining our call today. I want to just really appreciate those who are here live. I had a new friend on Facebook who I was just kind of sharing, a little bit about me, and I was asking her a little bit about herself. And she said, "That's really awesome that you do a weekly podcast." And I was like, "Actually, it's daily, every weekday, 7 a.m. And she was like, "Holy cow." And I never, because I just get up and get on the call, and, I don't really plan ahead what we're going to be talking about or anything. And so to me, it's not a burden at all. In fact, it's super uplifting and super empowering. And I just love starting my day this way. And we've been doing this for almost 4 years. And it's only been a podcast for, a lot shorter time than that. But we've been doing this daily gratitude call every Monday. I used to do it Monday through Saturday, actually. So Monday through Friday for probably about the last 3 years. And it hasn't felt like, a holy cow thing to me. But, just hearing that and her, kind of creating that awareness, it just made me realize, and I know some of the comments that you guys have made on the call, I know that it's just something that is really appreciated, and it is significant. And I just want to honor myself for being committed and for maintaining that for such a long period of time, because I know that so many of you have really experienced tremendous growth from being on this call. So today, the word that we're going to focus on is significance, gratitude for significance. And I want to also welcome those who are here on the podcast. And I know everybody doesn't have the opportunity to be here every single day, and even to be here live because of just time commitments in the morning or whatever. So, but however you contribute, however you attend, I just want to really celebrate you and hope you feel of your significance of the part that you play in keeping this gratitude call so consistent for such a long period of time. And I don't have any plans to stop it. So I'm just really grateful for all of you to be here and to help me feel, confident in continuing it. All right, so let's go ahead and do our private silent meditation, and just invite you to be really open to receiving whatever personal inspiration is available to you during this 90 seconds. And what we're going to be focusing on is gratitude for significance. So 90-second private silent meditation, begin. All right. I, again, just want to thank all of those who help me stay consistent. I get inspiration every day in my daily GPS, but it's in sharing it that I really internalize it. I have to be able to talk about it so that anyone can understand it. And it's like breaking it down into these little bite-sized pieces or understandable words, because I can feel something, but until I'm able to actually put it on paper, and even beyond that, to take that, whatever I wrote down on paper, and be able to present it in a way that is understandable, that is where I feel like the true, understanding takes place within myself. And I think I wouldn't remember things as long, like I wouldn't retain it, I don't think, as long. I think that's even been proven that if you learn something, if you learn it, if you listen or you hear it, then you're going to retain it for a certain amount of time. But then if you actually share it with somebody else, then you retain it for much longer. And I feel that's very true with the inspiration that I receive. And I think that we are really meant to edify each other. That must be part of God's plan, because that is really truly how we learn. I know I've heard a lot that the teacher actually learns more than the student, because you have to really internalize that information before you can actually share it. Who else has something that they would like to share?
Something that it's a little bit different, but along the same lines, is freedom. Freedom is so significant to me in protecting my freedom, and then also my children's minds and their innocence, and allowing them to grow and develop as God designed them to grow and develop. And the older I get, the more I see his wisdom in everything, and the way he designed us to grow. And I've talked on here before about attachment and how important it is to attach to our parents. And I just, I hear women talk about they don't feel prepared to homeschool their children, but as mothers, we are designed, our hearts are, the way we are made is designed to nurture and teach our children. And I'm just so grateful. I think that, like you were saying, and when we are teaching them, then what we are teaching them becomes part of us. And I am so grateful for the significance of the freedom and the liberties that we have.
Beautiful. Thank you. I love that idea that we are designed to be significant. That even just the very fibers of our being, and the fact that we are designed to edify each other, there's something that is built into our very design that encourages us to be significant. I love that. One other thought that I had is, like you were talking about, freedom is really significant to you, and protecting your child's innocence and things like that. What is significant to me? I have the power to be significant, and there's also this path of integrity that we are building for ourselves that communicates to others what is significant to me. Thank you. Who else?
I'll share.
Okay, thanks, Melinda.
So I am grateful for what in the beginning of the call I talked about, how I'm grateful for time with my husband and that significance that and time off to collaborate together, and that significant time that we have together to connect and be together can move us and our family towards Christ, as we bond and grow together by appreciating one another and learn from one another, and take the moments to collaborate and communicate, make a game plan for our family and for one another. It's like taking a pause, or huddling together like a football team, right? To tag one another, to be able to tag one another back in and continue the battle or purpose or game that this world offers us. And every moment is significant in what direction we take and end up, and taking that time to communicate what we want to happen, come back and tell each other and talk to each other and our team about what worked, what didn't work, and then getting back out there and trying again.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you. I am just feeling like what you're saying is just helping me understand that you can make every moment significant. Every moment can be significant if we make it that way. I mean, I could sit next to my husband and watch a movie and never, really feel the connection. And we do watch a lot of movies together. But then there is like night before last, we watched a movie together and we held hands the whole time, or just kind of like our fingers were just touching. We weren't really holding hands. It was just like I had my hand over and our fingers were just touching. And there was just like this feeling of significance. We actually called it a date night. I told him I was going to be done with working after 6:30 and he says, okay, it's a date. And we actually did, look at each other and connect with each other as if we were on a date, like we were when we were younger. And it really was a significant evening. So I love that idea of just being with someone, and especially your spouse, because you do come together, to kind of create that game plan, and being one with Christ, being one with him or her, and really planning together. I love that. Thank you. Super significant. Who else?
Asha.
Okay, thanks, Deepti.
So what I think is significance of anything is a very important part of any learning you do. If I don't understand what is the significance of something, that's the go do. Like if I know a significance of something, I am interested to learn. If I don't know the significance of something, I'm not going to put the efforts, and even if I land up doing it, I'm going to give up. It's not going to stay with you. Even if you start any activity, you don't understand the significance, any learning, like the gratitude call. People who are on the call understand the significance of gratitude. That's why we're making efforts to actually attend the call every single morning. So I think the significance of anything gets you to actually, you get from the head knowledge to actually implementing it in your life or making the necessary changes. And yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome. I love that. So you can have the suggestion that this is something, that you might want to participate in, but until you understand the significance of it, you're not going to actually put the effort into it to get what you need out of it. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks, Deepti.
And even if you get into it, you're not going to sustain to do it for a very long time.
Yeah, if you're going to, just like, I understood the significance of gratitude in the very beginning. We started it because I was working as an addiction coach, and I was doing these retreats called Warrior Camp, and they wanted to stay connected, and we found that gratitude was the one key piece that helped people stay clean, helped them stay sober. And so we started connecting every day in gratitude to help these addicts be able to stay clean and sober. And so we totally understood the significance. It was like the one key thing that helped them be free. And people, I haven't said that for a long time on the call, so a lot of you may not even realize that significance of gratitude. And that's why I'm still doing it 4 years later. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks, Phil.
So I was just looking up what significance means. And it says the quality of being worthy of attention.
Wow.
Another part of it is the meaning to be found in words or events. And so as I was listening to Dee, it's, to me, it's the why. it's the why behind the scenes. Why am I doing this? Where am I going with this? What does it mean? The meaning means the why, right? The why behind it. And so sometimes I will tell myself that there's no reason, there's no why, there's no reason to move forward because I can't see the significance of the small step that I might take. I don't see the importance of it. And so anyway, I just thought I would share that.
Awesome. I think it was in our Lord's Way to Wealth Mastermind last week that we talked about the word discount. And can you look up that meaning, Phil, while you're in that, if you're still in that program, to look up those meanings? Suzanne, I remember, looked up the meaning of discount, and I think it was like the exact opposite. Like you're talking about significance is the quality of being worthy of attention. And if I remember right, the word discount, it was something like being unworthy of attention or something like that. Can you look that up?
Yeah, hold on. I just muted
Okay.
myself, so I got to go screens. Hold on.
All right, so go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to share something else while you're looking. I hear what you're saying, Phil, that there has to be a significant reason of why that is significant to us to motivate us to action. And so we have to find significance in whatever it is that we are, if we're stepping out of our comfort zone and choosing into something, or, have a goal or something in our vision or board or whatever, there has to be a significant reason behind it to be able to really motivate us to take action.
Okay, so here's, other than the discount being, like a price, but here's the other one. It says, regard a possibility, fact, or person as being unworthy of consideration because it lacks credibility.
Okay, awesome. So just comparing those two, the word significance and the word discount, you think about like a person, like you said, if you discount a person, you're basically regarding them as being unworthy of consideration. If you see that someone has significance, then you are seeing them with the quality of being worthy of attention. And, I know there's a lot of things in between discount and significance, but really not. It's either they are significant and we see them through Christ's eyes with charity, or we don't see them through Christ's eyes and they're not worthy of our attention, of our consideration. So
what I see in this too is that we get downloads, or we connect with God, or we connect with the source of all things, and we get info, and then we do a judging inside of our, and it's either discounted or found significant, and until we take steps toward it, there's no way to understand the significance of the download that we get.
Wow. The steps towards those things that we're getting is really proof of our judgment, that we have judged that as significant. And, again, just applying that to a person or some information that we receive, or, something that we have on our vision board. If we're not taking steps, if it's just on the vision board and we're not really taking steps, then basically we're discounting it. We're saying that it's not worthy of our consideration, rather than if we're taking steps towards actually accomplishing that, or connecting with that person, or, following through with our inspired shortcuts, then we're saying that it's significant, it's worthy of attention. Thanks.
Can I share one more thing, Wileen?
Yeah, go ahead, Melinda, and then Kathy.
So DT and Phil help me, and this all help me to understand this concept of the significance comes from within us. Like that's kind of our agency. Like if you felt those movies were significant, but your husband didn't, right? then he doesn't see the value in that. Or like the same with the time that I have with my husband this holiday weekend, right? And so it's like that comes from within, and one person can lead that significance and be the example for that, and get us to that point. And when we're finding that time together, significant together, then that really helps accelerate that quantum leap of this new level of relationships. But even like Phil was saying, a download from God, right? Finding that significance in that is totally comes from within, from our agency to choose.
Wow, beautiful. And I love what you say, that one person can leave that significance. That one person then becomes significant in others being able to see the significance. Beautiful. Thank you. Kathy.
So what this was all bringing up for me, like just this event that we're going to today, and I realized that it's not my job to make sure that I stand out and I get seen and blah, 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 but more of a job to make sure that everyone else feels the significance. And I loved what you said about edifying one another. And I remember an event that I was at your home, actually, with my sisters. And my one sister has a tendency to be drama and in herself, but one of the things that I enjoyed was seeing her blossom and show more service to others and get out of her own self. And so I just, that contrast between discount and significance, the feeling worthy and helping other people to feel worthy, there's just something really huge about all of that.
Beautiful. Thank you. I love that when you're going into a room to, if you can kind of get out of yourself and to help other people to feel significant, then all of a sudden you are significant too. That really puts you in a light of significance if you are seeing how other people are blossoming and acknowledging that. I love that.
I also wanted to share, my niece wears a shirt that says, "We are all essential." And I think that has a lot to do with significance too, that we really do need to help each other to feel more significant and more loved, and really just be glad for all of the acquaintances and everyone we run into. There are no coincidences. We all have opportunities to shed light on each other.
Beautiful. Thank you. Robert, we'll have Robert share, and then we'll shift over into our permission process. Thanks, Robert.
Yeah, I'll keep it short. So in holding the two together, significance and
discount.
The word discount. I wasn't going to say anything, but it's like a divorce. It was very significant for my wife to file for divorce, and it has discounted the relationship of 33 years.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There are choices that we make that are very significant and speak very loudly. So it's just really great to have some awareness on this, isn't it? Thank you. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Just allow yourself to be open to understand even more than what has been already shared. We've created a significant understanding of this, especially this contrast of discount and significance. And just expressing gratitude for being on this call and for all that has been shared, received and shared. We've edified each other here. It's been significant. Your presence here has been very significant. Thank you. Take one more deep breath. And the first question I have for you is, what is the limiting belief that has been plaguing you about your own significance? And what is the limiting belief that has been present about the significance of others? And as you're becoming clear with what those limiting beliefs are, also recognize and acknowledge the cost of those limiting beliefs. The cost of a limiting belief that limits your significance, and the cost of a limiting belief that limits the significance of others to you. And if you don't like that, this is an opportunity for you to give yourself permission to step into a different energy, to step into something different. If you're ready to give yourself permission to step into a new energy about these limiting beliefs, say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. So I invite you to choose some new beliefs that will take the place of those old limiting beliefs about your significance and about the significance that you see in others. What are the new beliefs? Is 2 or 3 new beliefs for each one of these limiting beliefs that will help you to step forward in acknowledging and receiving your significance and also the significance of others. And as you're creating these new beliefs, I invite you to also be open to feel and know the difference of your ability to serve, your ability to receive, your ability to connect. Just be open to see and feel the change within your body that happens when you change these beliefs. And maybe what you desire, what your desires, where they stem from. And also realizing that all beliefs, all emotions, everything that we experience has one of 2 roots. It's either rooted in love or it's rooted in fear. And also recognizing the difference as you're feeling the difference within your own body, that these new beliefs are rooted more in love and that the old beliefs were rooted more in fear. And to see how easy it is just to change that energy within your body when the motivation comes, when you see the significance of making this change and that the motivation is now changed from fear to love. And as you're acknowledging now your own significance and the significance of others, what is the one most important thing that you could do today? What's your inspired shortcut? And just listen for intuition to tell you, just trust whatever the first thought that comes to you, the first thing that you see yourself doing, that is your inspired shortcut. And that's the only thing that you need to do today. That's the only significant thing that needs to happen today. This is your step towards significance. Significance for yourself, acknowledging yourself as significant, and also acknowledging others as significant. What's your inspired shortcut today to really anchor in and step towards your new beliefs being real and true in your life? Having solid evidence that these new beliefs are true. And just bring this all into, kind of gather it all into a ball, bring it into your heart, and allow these new beliefs and acknowledging yourself as significant, bring that into your heart and just feel the solid confidence of it. So that as you move forward today, that this is part of you, this is who you are, and there's no turning back. In a moment, I'm going to invite, actually we have time for maybe just one share. And I would like to also invite anyone who's struggling at all in this area that you can schedule a 15-minute call with me. Just go to askwylene.com and that will take you directly to my calendar. And you can schedule a 15-minute free mentoring session with me. And I encourage you to do that right away if you are struggling at all with your significance or with seeing the significance in others. This is super important. It's one of those ground level. You have to have, this ability to feel significant within yourself to be able to serve others, and to have faith that you are enough for God to shower blessings upon you. So this is a super foundational principle. So if you're struggling with it, please schedule that time with me at askwilene.com. Kathy, you're unmuted. You are the one that gets to share. Thank you.
Awesome. I'm really grateful because I see this so much in you, Wileen, how you bring out the significance in others. And I think that we all have that desire to do that for each other. Sometimes we just get stuck in our own, the limiting belief that was coming up for me was, how many times have I been in a situation where later we're recalling something and somebody doesn't even remember that I was there. And I felt devastated. I was just like, I couldn't believe, but there's things like that happen, and realizing that it's so much more important to get out of our own stuff and reach out to others, because everybody's going through things. And if we can help others and lift them and really help them to see their significance, how much greater that. And I was thinking a lot about what kind of legacy do we want to leave? What will people remember about us? And the thought came up that they may not remember what you say, but they'll remember how you make them feel. And that was just, and you do that for people, and you're a great example of helping us all to see our significance. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for that acknowledgement. And you're absolutely right. As we help others see and feel their significance, we automatically become significant. We don't have to try to make ourselves significant. All we have to do is just to, do just like what you said. Just we become significant as we see the significance in others and helping them feel significant. That's what helps us to step into that as well. Thank you. Well, I really appreciate everything that has been shared. It's been an awesome call. It's a great way to end our week and head into a holiday weekend. I encourage you all to continue your gratitude practice, your daily GPS throughout the weekend. Continue helping other people step into that light of significance, and you at the same time will become significant. You don't have to try. That's just a given when you do help others feel that way. We will be here on Labor Day. The only morning that I don't do the gratitude call is on Christmas morning. So you can pretty much plan on it being here every single morning, Monday through Friday. I appreciate everybody, and we'll look forward to Monday morning, 7 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Thank you.
Thanks, Brady.
Thank you. Love you.
Everybody. Love you.
Hey, thanks so much for listening. And I encourage you to tune in every day to the Daily Gratitude Call. And the Daily Gratitude Call happens live every weekday morning. I'd love to have you join. So to find out how to join live, go to my website, WileenBenson.com. Thanks for tuning in.